This 3D rendering shows a common software engineering problem. Imagine a massive software update. A developer deletes lines, adds new features, and commits the code. How does the version control system know exactly what changed over time? To map the differences, the software first has to find the similarities. It searches through the noise of additions and deletions to locate the underlying sequence of code that survived the update completely intact. Discovering that hidden anchor of identical structure is exactly what the longest common subsequence algorithm is designed to do. This diagram shows two short strings, ABC and ACD. A subsequence follows a strict rule. You can leave gaps between elements, but they absolutely cannot change their relative order. To build a program that can systematically find these patterns in complex datasets, we have to stop looking at whole words and start evaluating individual microscopic character decisions on a grid. Here is an empty 2D grid mapping our two strings. The extra row and column represent our base case. Comparing to an empty string yields 0 common letters, so borders populate with zeros. Using nested loops, we evaluate the board one cell at a time. The mathematical setup looks dense, but solving the entire board only requires applying two simple rules. Rule 1 dictates what happens when the characters match. The first letters in both strings are A. Because they match, we pull the value from the top left diagonal neighbor, add 1 to it, and stamp the new total in our current cell. We look exactly at that diagonal cell because it holds the length of the longest subsequence found right before these two matching characters were introduced. Whenever the characters match, you inherit the previous diagonal score and increase it by 1. Moving right, X and A conflict. When characters mismatch, we look at the cells directly left and directly above, carrying forward the maximum value. The algorithm rapidly repeats these two checks, match or mismatch, building the board row by row until we hit the bottom corner. By looking at the top and left cells during a mismatch, we guarantee we never lose track of a sequence length we've already secured. Based on these two rules, determine the final number comparing Y against X. They are a mismatch. Following Rule 2, we look left and up. The maximum of 2 and 3 is 3, so the algorithm stamps a 3 in the bottom corner. That final bottom right cell contains the ultimate answer for the original two strings. This fully populated matrix solves the problem, but it requires allocating memory for every single cell. Watch what happens when we look at the data dependencies. Calculating the current row only ever requires values from the row immediately above it. Because the algorithm never looks further back than one row, storing the entire matrix is a massive waste of memory. We only actually need two 1D arrays, one for the previous row and one for the current row. Identifying this spatial reduction separates a functional solution from a highly optimized, production-ready algorithm. This cheat sheet distills the logic. Matches, trace a diagonal arrow, add 1. Mismatches, trace up and left, take the maximum. Evaluating every character against each other bounds our time complexity by their lengths, O of m times n. Internalizing these simple geometric rules strips away the syntax and makes the logic behind the longest common subsequence permanent.